welcome to Israeli Salad. Today we are starting our program from the Jerusalem Day celebrations, when many people from all over the country came to parade in honor of Jerusalem. Let's see what we've got here.
I came from Bet Yatir in Drom Har Hebron, the southern Hebron mountains, and I'm here because this is part of Am Yisrael, Arutz Yisrael.
We came to celebrate with Jerusalem on its birthday. We're here to protect. What else is there to do other than protect in the state of Israel? The whole nation of Israel is together in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is eternal with God's help.
As a resident of Jerusalem, I'm very, very happy to see all this ceremony, all this crowd, and happy Yom Yerushalayim.
We came to celebrate in Jerusalem. We are from Bnei Moshavim.
It's awesome here. We're having lots of fun.
Jerusalem is ours. Gush Katif is ours. The land of Israel is ours.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to see so many people here. It's excellent. I just came. I'm out vacation from the army, and Baruch Hashem, so many people here. You should all come. What are you all doing at home?
After the Jerusalem Solidarity Parade, many of the participants continued to the synagogues, where special festival prayers were taking place. Here behind me in the Merkaz Harav Yeshiva in the Kiryat Moshe neighborhood of Jerusalem, the central Yom Yerushalayim ceremony is taking place, with many rabbis and members of parliament who are taking part in this ceremony. Not far away from here, 20 minutes away, on the other side of Jerusalem, near the Beit Orot Yeshiva, the ground is shaking under the hundreds of teenagers who are dancing, celebrating Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day. Let's go over there to see what's going on now.
Let me tell you, there is no other place to be on this evening than in this city. Thank God it is wonderful to be in Yerushalayim on Jerusalem Day.
This is the event in the right location and the right timing and the right people. The right location because you can see the Temple Mountain behind us. The right people because those are the people with the faith and the Bible. And the right timing because today we celebrate 37 years after the liberation of Jerusalem and the returning of the children of Israel to Judah, Samaria and Gaza. So have a happy Yom Yerushalayim.
From here, the celebrators will continue at around 4 o'clock in the morning to the early, very early, Shacharit, morning prayers at the Kotel, the Western Wall. But we will continue with our program, so we'll be back in the studio right after this. Chag Sameach. Welcome back. On Israeli Salad 21, we spoke with Rabbi Samson about the precept that requires married women to cover their hair. A recent dramatic halachic ruling gave a blow to one of the most popular means of covering hair, wigs. Walking through the ultra-Orthodox Haredi neighborhoods in Israel, you can see a new style in town. Instead of the wigs that are worn by Haredi women to cover their hair, you'll now spot more women wearing hats or cloth head coverings.
Started with a series of rumors that hair from which the wigs are made was used as a part of a religious service of idolatry.
Rabbi Eliashiv and Rabbi Karlitz both sent delegations to India, and there they found that the hair from the wigs had been used as part of offerings for idolatry.
According to the delegation's findings, some wigs are made from hair taken from a religious ceremony in India, in which people shave their hair and offer it to their idol. Rabbi Eliashiv, one of the rabbinical leaders of the Haredi community, gave a ruling that any wig containing human hair is forbidden until it's clarified that the hair does not come from India.
There's nothing to do. Idolatry on our heads. Idolatry is something that one should be willing to sacrifice his life to avoid.
However, some people in the Haredi community feel that the facts aren't that critical.
The hair expresses a person's ego. In India, they cut their hair in order to show that they're lowering their ego in front of their idol. But they're not sacrificing their hair. I don't think it's actual idolatry. The topic must be researched thoroughly.
The ruling of Rav Eliashiv had a direct effect on the hat and wig industry.
There was unbelievable madness. Tons of customers called on the phone. There are more customers looking to buy hats. There was a lot of confusion. It's really hard for a woman to switch from a wig to a hat.
There were mixed feelings about the latest halachic ruling that requires that any wig from India should preferably be destroyed. Some women decided to take action in order to distance themselves from the problematic source of their wigs.
You see in Geula and many other places, even when there's a doubt, people stop wearing the wigs. It's a sanctification of God's name. And these wigs cost between $800 to $1,800, and still people listen to the rabbi's rulings.
Let's go back to Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day. Many of you might have looked at the pictures of all the dancing and rejoicing that we've shown at the beginning of the program and felt that you'd like to join the celebrations. Each year, the Jewish Agency gives that opportunity to many children around the world. Last Yom Yerushalayim, I visited one of the interactive international Yom Yerushalayim ceremonies. The Jewish Agency held very unique ceremonies in honor of Jerusalem in many cities throughout the globe. What was special about these ceremonies was that they took place simultaneously using the technology of internet and video conference.
The program is built of actually having an interactive show that the kids sitting wherever in their schools, wherever they're going to be, that they'll have a connection with Yom Yerushalayim, the festival of Jerusalem, being a part of it, feeling it, whatever every kid that comes here, that he will actually feel what every Jew feels when he comes here at the Kota at such a special day.
And through the wonders of modern technology and through real-time video conferencing, we will take you on a visit to the Kotel.
The ceremony took place earlier in the day in 6 schools in Paris, in the afternoon in Buenos Aires and London, and later on in the evening in Montreal, Alabama, and New York. The students abroad heard a story from a veteran paratrooper who fought in the Six-Day War, received greetings from rabbis and government ministers, and took part in a special Jerusalem quiz and tour. The students prepared presentations in honor of Jerusalem, and a group of young girls from Israel honored the celebration with Israeli flags. The organizers and participants were very moved and excited from the event and are planning to continue this unique channel of communication, bringing close hearts of people from far.
All of the schools were on the tables, like yelling and feeling it with everyone over here. It was amazing. It was a beautiful thing.
I think it's really great that we could talk to people so far away, and instead of them coming just to visit us, and thanks to the technology.
This is a future program that we really want to try to work on. That every Chag, every festival that we have, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where you sit, doesn't matter to who you're connected, you can connect yourself to this place over here. You can connect yourself to where everything started from. The Temple Mount, the temple, what we see over here, Beit HaMikdash, that today, what is left over is our kotel.
Of course, with all due respect to this absolutely important project, there's nothing like actually coming here to Israel and to Jerusalem. We're commanded in the Torah to count 49 days between the festival of Pesach, Passover, and the festival of Shavuot. This precept is called Sfirat HaOmer. We are now joined by Rabbi David Samson from Jerusalem. Shalom, Rabbi Samson.
Shalom, Yoni. And shalom to all of our viewers.
So what's the idea of counting each day until Shavuot?
I'm glad you asked that, Yoni. The idea of counting the Omer is something which I think almost every child does today when the school year ends and they start counting how many days are left till summer vacation. Similarly, the Jewish people are in anticipation of receiving Torah. And there's a 49-day period from the second day of Pesach until Shavuot when we receive the Torah, where a person gets his entire show together, and that every day there's something special that he's supposed to do on that day to heighten his divine cleaving, and that if he's successful in all 49 ways of studying the Torah and applying it to himself, then on the 50th day on Shavuot, he will merit receiving the Torah. And it's only natural to have a countdown to such a magnificent day.
So why not count down? We count from 1 to 49. Why not the opposite?
The reason why we count forwards and not backwards is because the idea of counting is symbolic for what we do every day. Every single number is in an ascending order from 1 till 49, and we have an ascending order of activities that we're supposed to do spiritually on every single day of the Omer, which is delineated in the prayer books, and that someone who understands what he's supposed to do finds himself unbelievably busy during these 49 days as he's counting from one day to the next, adding every day with another number, another activity that he's supposed to do in order to be worthy of receiving the Torah on the 49th, 50th day.
What are these activities that you're talking about?
Well, Kabbalistically, these 49 days are divided into 7 groups of 7. And every week, which is a group of 7, is a week where we're involved in a special trait of man. I'll give you an example. For instance, sometimes people are very empathetic. However, a person who is overly empathetic and he doesn't have any guts and he never overrules someone, he'll be off balance, so that you have one week which is just empathy, and you practice empathy and empathy and empathy, and then you'll have another week where you practice being extroverted, and you practice your extrovert activities. That's an example of some of the activities that you'll be involved in practicing during these 7 weeks.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Samson.
The Weekly Insight is brought to you in cooperation with Machon Meir, the largest Zionist institute in Israel, bringing people closer to Judaism.
That's all for this week. Any ideas, comments, or questions can be sent to the Israeli Salad email. That's yoni@israelnn.com. We'll end with pictures from Jerusalem with the song Yerushalayim from Journeys Volume 3. May we celebrate the ultimate Jerusalem Day soon, when we witness the total redemption of Jerusalem and the rebuilding of our holy temple speedily in our days. Join us again next week. Until then, Shalom.
Come, let us sing the song of a city, known for its beauty, splendor, and grace. Come, let us find the words to describe her. She is not like any other place.
Yerushalayim, the place to live. Yerushalayim, Amim Saviv. Yerushalayim, Yishel Shalom. Yerushalayim, we're going home.
Walk down a street named for the tzaddik who lived by this very road. Step into a shul, you almost can hear the words of the sages, speaking the wisdom of all.
Where else in this world can you find a wall? Whenever you touch it, it touches you. Reach for its stones, they're moist with the tears of our hopes and our dreams that we know will soon come true.
Yerushalayim, the place to live. Yerushalayim, Harim